Hey, Virks, how are you? This is Mary Ellen. Thanks for coming, visiting Moonrise Cottage and coming back to all my fabulous, loving, generous uh, supporters and subscribers. I really appreciate it. You've been with me for a while now, a lot of you, and I'm really learning. Some of you have stepped forward lately to tell me about that. So a lot of surprising linkages. As many of you know, I'm out on a spiritual walkabout, doing my best to bring the work that I do. And my guides are saying Moonrise Cottage to you. So if you would like to invite me to come to your area, please send me an email. Um, I am currently in beautiful New Mexico. I'm in Silver City. This weekend we're having a spiritual soul healing retreat. It's been really wonderful. It is the Scorpio new moon. So, Virgs, let's jump into it. I almost forgot. There is a donation link. I'm asking people to help me come to where you are to help defray my travel costs so that I can put on my workshops and you don't have to travel to me. So the link is below. It's a PayPal link. I would certainly appreciate any help you can give me. So, Virgs, we have a very interesting display here on this Scorpio new moon weekend. Uh, you have the arrow from the Mystical Shaman Oracle as one of your cards, and it is about aiming yourself truly and um, being in the energy and staying with your goal. Aim yourself, whatever it is that you are working on or wanting to accomplish. You have this energy of the sacred arrow going right straight through the center of whatever it is that you are, pardon me, desiring or working on. So my guys are saying, in a way, similar. I'm a Virgo, if you don't know, similar to what I'm doing. I just had a divine inspiration, and I felt like it was time to leave Moonrise Cottage. I wasn't sure what that meant. It was frightening to me. And eventually, by doing my own process, pardon me, I realized part of what was meant to happen for this year or some portion of this year was for me to go out like the arrow straight into the energy of my own life and accomplish a certain type of goal. So, wherever that is in your life, let yourself stay true to that intention and that desire and go straight for it. And then accompanying that, which I love, is this idea of knowing without knowing. So you know on an intuitive basis, your process, your sacred process is coming forward. There's something that you're feeling it. You may be seeing the evidence of it, something within you that you just know on some kind of a clairvoyant basis. It may not have total clarity. I don't have total clarity about how uh, my guys just said my vision work. How my vision work is, I don't have all the details. I certainly don't. And I'm letting it unfold in front of me, which can be a little challenging, but I'm trusting, I'm leaping out on faith and trusting that the way I work with love energy, which is actually the theme of this reading, look at that. The warrior of art. That's cups. So that's the Knight of Cups, who's gone through a massive transformation, come out of his death and rebirth cycle. That's the sacred passage tomb at Newgrange. To see how activated this person is, and the purple in the garment indicates the death and rebirth cycle. We see the sacred energy of the dove flying around his head, and there's the energy he's working with, and it is love energy. So it's about moving love energy forward. It's certainly the mission that I'm on. And then the card that indicates you, that's a theme my guides want to talk about. So beautiful, Virgs, that card is the lovers, the sacred lovers. And we see this woman choosing her pathway. And the name of this card actually is the lover of devotion. So it's interesting because that's exactly what's going on in my life. And so you will see this reflected in your life in some way. You are using all of your energy and your desire, and the desire of the universe as well, is for you to be the sacred arrow with love energy in these days, in these moments, as we sail through the next couple of months. So we're on the Scorpio new moon. It's time to set your intentions really deep about life and death and rebirth and sacred knowing and all the things that, Scorpio, in a sense, carries the mind of the universe, Scorpio and Gemini, in a very particular way. So I've pre shuffled the cards. It's the wee hours of the morning here. Um, the folks at the workshop are going to be getting up soon, so I had to make this a little bit short. So while you're on this quest, see that sacred sword? That's a strength card. That's the sword of victory. It is about following the energy. That's what the rabbit means. So there's a lot of strength in your position, if you will, in these days because of the energy that you're carrying. And look, there's the next card. That's the Ten of Cups. And again, when we see it aligned in this way with the sacred lovers, the card about lovers, it's the the um, the quest that you are on, about that which you are devoted to. It is what brings you strength, and you have the strength of the arrow and your intuitive sense to move this journey, this quest forward. So, some of you are clearly involved in a really divine love relationship. Some of you are devoting yourself. You're finding a pathway forward, straight like an arrow, into, and look, that's the Emperor. Okay, so, or no, pardon me, that's the Hierophant. Okay, so the rememberer of sacred lore. And that's why I'm out on this journey, and there's something about the Virgo energy uh, that is entwined with these notions very deeply. So I really like it. I think it's, I've been saying it for a while. I think it has a lot to do with the mission that Capricorns are on that affects all the earth signs, bringing forward change. And earth signs are quiet and humble. You wouldn't think of us as massive change bringers, but we are. And there we go. There's the bridge card. Virgs for you, the King of Wands. Again, someone who is extremely passionate, very powerful. They know themselves. They know what they want. They know where they're going. His shield is on the wall. He's not interested in participating in battles. He wants to lean into his passion. He's literally making shoes for his new journey. So, Virgs, I love hearing from you. Where are you going? I know what I'm doing. What's going on with the rest of you? Leave me some messages and look. So, beautiful. Queen of Cups, the triple spiral, what I was just talking about. Birth, death, life, regeneration in every way. So, Queen of Cups, very, very passionate, very loving, very kind, very gentle in her ways. And I love that she's dressed in the colors of the ocean. Isn't that beautiful? And she's sitting next to the fire of her passion. Her hand is open. She's creating what it is she wants in the realm of love. And she's in deep contemplation. She is knowing without knowing. I like it. And I like that she's aligned in this way with the male energy of the King of Wands, King of Passion. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, look. So that's the Star card. It is about bonding yourself with the sacred mind of the universe and being rooted there, bringing forward your destiny. Something amazing is coming because 10 of our, here, let me move this. So part of my challenge this morning, as you can see, is glare. So 10 of Cups, the sacred lovers, and being bonded with the mind of the universe. Some of you really are having, quantum partnership, twin flame, soulmate experiences, and they are carrying you forward and bringing out your creativity. And you do have the strength in these moments to go straight into the sacred when it comes to that which inspires you, in a sense, the Star card. So sacred vision, intuition, the ability to manifest, and the ability to be in a mind meld, not just with your partner, but with the universe, and able to look in both directions and see with clarity this energy of the arrow and where it's taking and where it's bringing you. And I like that. So let's see what's next. Look. So I love that. That's 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, happiness. For in your own life, and this top row of cards is your heart, soul chakra, your soul contract. You are coming into a phase of your cycle, if you will, when we see the Queen of Cups, the Star card, and the 9 of Cups. You are in and of yourself, and that's what, thank you, Spirit, that's what this journey is about. That's what my guides wanted to speak to you about. It is the way you wield love energy. And as an earth sign, you're meeting your destiny, your 9 of Cups moment. This woman is a seer. She was able to name the lineage of the King of Cups, of the Sacred King. So there's something about the prophecy of your soul contract and your soul cycle that has been in motion. And I do believe, and it keeps coming up from my guides, yeah, we're in this moment of massive shift and change. And the way we shift and bring forward the change is with love energy. There he is. There's the King of Cups. Okay. So he's the sacred pathfinder. He uses his sacred vision. It is about this love energy, this transformation that's taken place, able to shapeshift and travel back and forth to the universe. And we see the star card here. I like it. So his spear is mystical. It has the ability to clear away obstacles. And so he's able to find his pathway forward. We're talking about love, but we're talking about love energy, Virgs, in your life. So you have the King and Queen of Cups here, the sacred lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Strength card, and the High Priest. So clearly for some of you, this is a mating. If it's about mating, this is going to be a very significant mating in your life. It's going to change your life forever, I think. And you've manifested it in some way. It's also, remember, I'm here to talk about your soul and where we're going as a collective consciousness group of beings. So as we go into these next couple of months, they're going to be really full of a lot of challenges. You're being told by the universe that you have the ability, and the universe is kind of counting on us. This is our part as earth signs. So look at that. Ace of Wands. Using your passion to set your new intentions and create something new. And the Pathfinder. I like it. A lot of power, a lot of growth. Stepping into your destiny really is what my guides are saying. So when we look at your partner, they have the Swan. So they, pardon me, gotta move this again. They are going through some kind of a process of transformation and becoming into their station, my guides are saying, because next to that, so that's from Journey of Love, and we have completion. So they are completing a cycle as well. You are completing a cycle, but more than that, Virgs, you are stepping more deeply into your cycle. And if you're connected with a love partner, they are going through a transformation and a completion of their own. And it's interesting because they have Knight of Swords looking into Two of Pentacles, balance. And we see the ships in the background, riding the swells, the intensity of life. So there's something going on with them while they come to their own balance because of this completion point that they're in. And I like that the Two of Pentacles looks into the Knight of Swords, who's rushing forward to bring the balance. So they're clearly in a very deep internal process, much like you are in these days. So look, Nine of Pentacles. I like it. Very interesting. Balance in and of themselves because of this process that they are going through, just like you have the Knight of Cups. So they're coming into their station, their place, their foundation, in a sense, with their energy. Let's see what's next. There you go. Four of Pentacles. So they're working hard. They're working hard to get balance and be stable in that place. And it is bringing to them a lot of value, a lot of self-assurity in a sense. Next card is Ten of Cups. So they're also able to take this journey with you because they're able to do the progression of their completion and their shift and change. And look, the Devil. Okay, so this notion, if you look above the Devil, you see the completion card, you see the Swan. This is what's going on. They are releasing themselves because they're attending to their process, something they've been chained to. It may be internal anxiety. It may be an unhealthy love relationship. It may be an addiction. It may be anything in their life that has prevented them from this. So if you look at the difference in these two lines, right? Completion. The Swan is transforming, getting a lot of clarity, being very passionate about it, and being in a place of abundance that is able to progress. And on this side, with this completion, we have balance with earthly energy. And in the balance, there's a little bit of a sort of hanging on. you know, this restive moment when you come to balance and now you just have to hold it. I don't, this people say this is about not being willing to give your love and all that stuff. I don't think so. I think it's just you're in a moment. This person's in a moment where when you come into a new place of balance and you're completing a process of shift and change and rebirth, you have to hold on to it. You have to allow yourself to be stable in yourself and become sound in that new foundation. And then from there, the next part of the process, this releasing whatever is chaining this person, whatever has been chaining them, whether it's a relationship. Look, I like it. King of Swords. Okay. So they are getting a lot of clarity about the situation that they're in. And they got the King of Swords. They're going to cut themselves free from this. Whatever it is that's been managing them rather than them managing it, whether it's an addiction, a relationship, a job, something that's not healthy for them. And look, and then on the heels of that comes the Ace of Wands. Passionate inspiration coming straight out of the universe because they're freeing themselves by doing their transformation process and completing whatever needed to be finished. And there it is. So I love the way these two things line up in terms of the balance of the reading. So let's get something from the runes and see what other little piece of advice the universe has for you this week, beautiful Virgo. Here it comes. Yeah, look at that. Thank you, Spirit. That is the rune for joy. And it does talk about the ability for beings, people, individuals, to flow into their new form and stand in the joy of the moment. So I'm actually going to put it right here with the star card. I think that's exactly where it belongs. So Virgs, thanks for being here. Thanks for all the donations. Every little bit helps. I think I didn't say this. Any funds that you donate toward my travel expenses, I will send you a confirming email, and you can use those funds to purchase any of my services or come to a workshop or anything you want to do, a reading or a distance healing, etc. Because I want it to be a co-creation process that I'm in with the universe and with all the folks that I am meeting and the inspiration that comes that literally determines my pathway. And so I'm going straight into the energy, but I don't know, week to week where am I going to be. So it's both terrifying and it's really fun for me. Thankfully, I have Aries rising, so I'm able to tolerate the challenge of it. So, gang, thanks a lot. Click the like button for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do that so you get the notifications, hit the bell, and all that happy stuff. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Enjoy the Scorpio new moon. Virgs, it's bringing a lot of abundance, and whatever it is you're working on, the universe has your back, and your full support is coming forward. So dream big, dream into the moment so that whatever these things are that are going on in your life and with your sweetheart, you'll be able to be in a balanced place, go straight into it, and just stand in the joy of the moment for the week and write down your intentions and your desires. All right, gang, that's it for me today. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.